man who has covered Los Angeles, not just the celebrity side, the other side, the legal side of Los Angeles for his whole career, is Harvey Levin. He founded TMZ, which stands for 30 Mile Zone, which is Los Angeles, the 30 Mile Zone. He grew up in Los Angeles. He's cut his teeth in his journalism career in Los Angeles. He founded his businesses in Los Angeles, and he knows so many of the people in Los Angeles and what these fires are currently doing to Los Angeles and what they are going to do to Los Angeles. Here's my conversation with him.
I want to tell you a story, that there is a guy that in Altadena, and he has a small house there. And he ran up to a photog and a reporter and was begging and just said, I'm begging the fire department to come here. And he gave his address and he said the whole neighborhood had burned down. He thought his house was gone. He drove up. Everything was gone except his house and the house next door. The house next door was about to catch fire. And he said there was no water pressure to fight the fire and to protect his home. And he was begging the fire department. He said his wife went to the store to buy bottled water and they were going to throw water on the fire, knowing that it probably wasn't going to do any good. And he was just begging the fire department. And he said there's a list the fire department has of the places they needed to go. And he was way down on the list. And when you listen to him and you hear that desperation and just begging, help, help. And at the end of the interview, you know, this is not going to be a happy ending. At the end of the interview, the house next door just burst into flames.
Did he lose his home, Harvey?
We don't know. We don't know.
You know, I've heard a lot of people say today, this isn't a fair fight. Everyone's begging for fire help, and there are only so many fire responders. They're flooding in from neighboring states and neighboring counties, but there's just only so much they can do, especially with dry reservoirs, especially with dry, fire hydrants that we've been hearing about and zero water pressure that we've been hearing about. It's like bringing a knife fight into a war zone. So all of those people, you can empathize with them begging for help, but at the same time, there's just not enough manpower.
Yeah, and there are other problems because people they just don't know, what to do in a situation like this. There are a lot of people who just turn their sprinklers on, thinking that might save their house. That doesn't work. But what happens when you do that, and a lot of people did, is it depletes water pressure and water, so that when all of those sprinklers are going, the water pressure goes down and the fire department has a harder time fighting it. So this has just been such an issue, where people have driven and all of a sudden flames come and they abandon their cars and it blocks the road, which blocks the fire trucks. There are so many obstacles in fighting this fire. And again, it's not a fire that's just burning and sitting. It is a fire that is spreading by the minute because of the winds. So, everything has gone wrong in this case.
Your reporters and your cameramen are always out, doing TMZ work and getting, breaking news. But this must be all hands on deck for your entire team to be out and getting the fire stories in their community.
Yeah, I mean, it's all hands on deck everywhere. And, I got to say, I was born in Los Angeles. I've lived here most of my life. And it is such, as you said at the beginning, a spread out place that there isn't a real sense of community ever in this city in day-to-day life. The only time there's a sense of community is when you have a disaster like this, an earthquake or a massive flood or fires. And all of a sudden you feel something different and a connection to people that you didn't feel the connection to day to day when there was nothing like this going on. People who live on the west side of LA aren't that interested in what's going on in Pasadena, but now everybody's interested in what's going on with everybody. And it's not even a saving grace, but it's just interesting to me that it's the time and the only time really when there is that real sense of community in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and I think, nationwide, I think it's fair to say nationwide, politics aside, I don't care whether you're a red state or blue state, when hurricanes.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.